Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Praise Yah. I am so happy. It's been a minute. It's been so much going on. Yahuah has really been allowing me to just learn through actions, learn through different things. He's been talking to me through just different things. And it all falls back on prepping. It does not matter what you are doing. It does not matter, where you are going. All that matters is if you're living on purpose for Yahuah, okay? This prepping thing it needs to be a necessity to your life, So I just want to go down the list. Okay, I'm just gonna make this video short. I've been gone for probably a few weeks only because this phone, okay, this thing holds no storage. So I got sick and tired of making 4-minute videos. The longest video I ever made was 17 minutes by the grace of Yahuah. Okay, it must have really been a topic that he wanted me to discuss. But now I'm just gonna cut all that short. Please start stocking up on things, okay? There's no need for anybody to show anything. There are tons of videos on YouTube where you know what you need to have, okay? So, Yahuah, let me start off with the story that really woke me up. I was taking my daughter and my niece shopping one day, and I was going into Walmart to see if I could get a tent. I'm looking at tents, sitting down on the floor, looking on YouTube, trying to get reviews. Out of nowhere, the lights go off. The lights go off, and I was just like, oh my goodness. And normally when they go off, they will flicker a little bit. They ain't do none of that, okay? I got up and I just started hauling ass up out of this Walmart because the first thing that came to my mind, I know this is going to be a concentration camp. And who knows? And I was just looking for the nearest door that was open. I was running for dear life, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Get this stuff while you can. You do not want to be stuck in a Walmart or a concentration camp near you. When you all get a chance, I want y'all to Google MTV. Not Google, but YouTube it. MTV commercials for martial law. They came out with like 3 or 4 commercials. They aired a little bit, and after that, it was over with. And at the end of the commercials, it says martial law happened to people just like us. No, it didn't say martial law. It said the Holocaust happened to people just like us. You have to understand, during the Great Depression, these people were probably doing the same thing with what we're doing now. Going to work, eating with your family, chilling with your family, doing all these different things. And then all of a sudden the stock market crashed. Nobody had cash on them. Nobody had extra food. Nobody had anything extra. And because they did not have anything extra, a lot of people was evicted. Okay? The story about Hansel and Gretel, that story is real, okay? Hansel and Gretel were these 2 kids, and you could read about this. I think it happened in 1415 or through 1421 or something like that. The years may be off, but believe the story is true. So when I was listening to this story, Hansel and Gretel were a boy and a girl who were given away by their parents because it was a famine. There were not enough food. So Hansel and Gretel ended up traveling in the woods, and they came across, now the story said it was a witch, but really it wasn't. They just bumped into a hungry old lady who was planning on cooking them. Cannibalism was real, and history always repeats itself because Yahuah said it's nothing new under the sun. This stuff is really going to come back to pass, y'all. So after I had that scare on Walmart, I'm like, oh no, it's really, really, really time to, get everything straight. So, stock up on tents. Get a tent for you. Get a tent or just get one big old tent, you know what I'm saying, that could possibly hold you and some other people because you don't know who Yahuah is going to bring your way. Get some water, okay? Get canned goods, get necessities, get a can opener, get a pot or something, that you could cook your food in. Make sure you have something that you can start a fire with. Magnesium starters. It's that little thing where you have, it's like a striker. I wish I could show you. I just don't want to go through all these things. But just Google these things. Magnesium striker. Canned foods. I even have an Excalibur dehydrator, okay? You could dehydrate your food, put it in little bags. I have bags that you could pour hot water in, and it will cook your food inside of the bags. It was by the grace of Yahuah and his mercy that I even came across this stuff, because I couldn't find it anywhere, Keep apple cider vinegar. Keep a portable stove, a portable camping stove that requires these. What if you have a backpack? What if you let me see here. This could focus. Coleman's. And I know a lot of people like, oh, I've had people tell me, Courtney, everything that you got, that's not gonna matter. You're only gonna you can only have what you got on your back. Yes, but in my heart, I believe that Yahuah will not even do that to me and my family. I have faith that he's going to provide a way for us to take all of this stuff and provide for a multitude of people. So just little thing, you're going to need things for the kids. If you have younger kids, cards, it could be a few coloring pages. Whatever you do, try to have important documentations laminated so that they won't get wet. Where is this thing at? These, I just picked up some of these. I don't even know where I got them from. Probably Walmart. It's a waterproof floating pouch. So basically, you stick your things in here. It could be anything from your cell phone, important documentations, whatever it is that you don't want to get wet in case of a worst case scenario. Just make sure you get these things. Herbs. Make sure you have herbs. Make sure you have something that you could detoxify your body with. They even have tissue. That comes in like these little rolls. Let me tell y'all something. Prepping is endless. Just make sure you do it. Even if you don't have any money, start with something. A lot of us have bad habits. I'm going to be real transparent. I used to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I used to smoke weed. And so many times I find myself throwing away 7 grams, throwing away 6 grams, throwing away 5 grams. You know what I mean? Because Yahuah kept telling me to stop. And when I finally did, I was just saying, like, Yahuah, allow me to stop by choice or by force. So when he caused me to stop, fortunately, I was obtaining my CDLs. Okay, so when I got my CDLs, everything just got better for me. And that's another thing. He spoke to me one day because Yahuah kept telling me to get the CDL, and I was just like, nah, I'm just going to go to the airport. I'm going to waitress. I'm going to work little rinky-dink jobs. And he spoke to me one day. He said, if you don't do what I tell you to do, you're going to stay right here where you are. And then we were in a room that we had been in for 9 months, extremely uncomfortable. Me and my kids were in a room because we had nowhere to go. And had we not been there, we probably would have been homeless because we had nowhere to go. So when I finally put my fear aside, and I don't know or understand what had me so afraid. Fear, that's why the Bible says the fearful will not obtain the kingdom, because you're so afraid to do what Yahuah would have you. He would never leave you nor forsake you. He would never lead you to the middle of nowhere and not give you an escape route, okay? We have to put the fear aside. And a lot of people don't prep because technically they're scared. They're afraid that everything that could possibly happen might actually happen. Oh my gosh, it might be an EMP attack. Oh my gosh, it might be martial law. Or oh my gosh, it might be a civil war. Oh my gosh, it could be a pandemic worse than this one. So you have a lot of people who are preparing for different things. Those things, doomsday preppers, those people were getting knocked off, okay? And why do you think that is so? Because They had some level of intellect. Have wisdom with this stuff. You have to warn your family. Everybody deserves a fair warning, but you know it's gonna get to a point to where people ain't gonna be listening to you because they're too caught up in the right now. They're caught up in everything that pleases them and make them happy. You have to have a balanced life. You have to have a life that is, on top of all of that, fully submitted to Yahuah. Meaning, like, if you got a good job, or if you got any type of job, if you got a side hustle, whatever it is that you're gonna do, you need to make sure that you put away the first fruits first. Y'all would get the first of everything that you have. Everything that is left over is just yours. You play with it. You do whatever you want to do with it. But he is so grateful. If you see me looking off, it's because I'm looking at things. I'm trying to remember what to say. Know how to make your own laundry detergent. Okay, let me show you something. The only place that I know that they have this is like Walmart. Zote soap. This is like backwards. Whatever. But this is Zote soap. This is the pink one. And then you have, these are laundry bars. And this is the blue one. You can make your own laundry detergent. I want y'all to leave in the comment section below. If you want to learn how to, dehydrate foods, dehydrate meals, make your own hamburger helper, make your own MREs, make your own laundry detergent, make tinctures. What is it that you want to learn how to make for kids and adults? We're just here to help. We're just Yahuah's messengers. He gave us these gifts so that we can help everybody do whatever it is that is necessary that we should do. Okay, so yeah, learn how to start a garden. Learn how to just do things naturally. You need to learn what edible herbs you can have, like forested herbs. So, like, what if you get sick? What if you need healing? You need to know what thing. Can you perform surgery on yourself or somebody else? Can you do CPR if somebody is dying? These are the things that we all need to learn how to do. And right now, I feel like we're so close to the end that we really need to start just putting things into practice. What are you going to do? Wait until you get kicked out of your house to learn that your tent works? No, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. We really need to put this stuff into practice right now. If you make tinctures or herbs, practice them things on yourselves. Give them to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Not saying have lab rats, because it's not what we're doing. Not testing things on people. We're putting our trust in Yahuah and trusting that the ideas that he's given us are worthy. This is how you bring your gifts into fruition. Okay? That goes back to that story about the 3 men. About Yahuah gave them gifts. You had 2 that went out and multiplied the gifts, and you had the other one that buried them. And Yahuah cast them out into utter darkness with the dogs and with all the unrighteousness. That is not what you want to do. So, if you're good at, if you're good and you have the knowledge of like herbs, you can make tinctures out of those. You can make detox teas. You can sell this stuff. You could. The possibilities are endless. You can make your own salves. You can make pain reliefs. You can make your own blood tonics. And you can sell these things to people or give them to people. Whichever one you choose, whichever one you feel led to do, being led by Yahuah or whatever. Learn how to make your own like hamburger helpers, your own MREs and stuff like that. Start putting together packages. Start going camping with friends and family just to see if you could withstand weather. Try to go camping on a day where it's going to be raining really, really hard. Now, I know some people probably be like, oh, that's not logic. Why would you do that? That doesn't even make any sense. No, it makes perfectly good sense, because when you get kicked out of your house because you cannot pay your rent, what are you going to do when you're out here and you're just out here? It's not going to be a good look, y'all. Yahuah is calling us to prepare now. He's calling us to do what he's called us to do more than ever, because how do I know? Some people who are subscribed to my channel might not really even be going to look some of this stuff up. When I was in college, my professor told me sometimes the only Bible that people read is you. Some people don't even pick up their Bible. Some people don't even know about Yahuah unless you tell them. That's a calling, y'all. Learn how to make your own masks. Not masks that people are just taking and just making just to make a buck out of them, okay? You need some microfiber, multi-purpose towels. I'm going to say it again. Microfiber, multi-purpose towels. You can get 50 or 40 from Walmart for $10. I think it was like 8 or 9 something. Get it now, because when everything starts happening for real, you can from those you can take vinyl material and you can make cloth pads. If you have the gift of sewing, make quality things, make pads, make clothes, make socks, make the things that you would need in a wilderness period, so that you would be able to withstand what is coming. And like I said in my other video, our hearts are going to fail us because we're not ready for this. None of us can prepare for this. But what you can do is learn from your ancestors. I ain't gonna say ancestors, I take that back. Learn from your forefathers. Learn from Abraham. Learn from Father Abraham. Learn from Joseph. Learn from Noah. You know, these people had a prepping spirit. Noah prepped that boat because Yahuah told him to. And even though it took him a very long time, it took him years, he still got it done. Joseph prepped all that food. It said that the world was in a famine. The world. And everybody got their food through what Joseph had. I've had a conversation with somebody and they believe that prepping is bad. I believe that, Yah is gonna, when that time comes, he's gonna provide an exit. He's providing an exit right now. That's why you're free to do certain things, free to obtain certain things, free to have certain things. That's like the song is saying, this is our exodus. You have to prepare to leave. Prepare to leave. And when you do leave, you're not going to leave empty-handed. I can't talk. These braces are, it's hard. But I will say, store emergency food. Learn how to start a fire. Have some fire starters. Practice on starting fires. I remember me and my homeboy, we used to go to the woods and we used to just find big logs or whatever, carry them down and sew them down, try to make a rocket stove. Learn how to do different things. Try to order these camping stoves offline. Try to order, let me see what else you can get. Lanterns for lights, because when the EMP attack happens, the lights are going to go out. The lights are going to go out, and then it's like, what are you going to have to sustain you and your family? I cannot look my kids in the eye and say, hey, the reason why we don't have any food is because I had all this money and I was wasteful buying Jordans, wasteful partying, wasteful doing whatever it is that you do that has nothing to do with Yahuah, okay? I can't look them in the face and say that the Bible says any man who does not provide for his household is worse than an infidel. An infidel is an unbeliever. You might as well be an atheist, y'all. And then that means that everything that you've done is in vain. So try to stock up on dry storage foods. Like when you go to Walmart, or if you go to Kroger, Aldi's, Little Food Market, Sam's Club, whatever it is that's near you, you could go and, they have those little pastas for $1. Get that stuff. You're going to need it, man. Get some bouillon cubes. You could dehydrate this stuff and rehydrate it later. We've even put that into practice. We took the bags that everything is put up, so you could take the bags and start practicing. We had some dehydrated ground beef that I did in the Excalibur food dehydrator. So we took the dehydrated ground beef with some noodles just to practice, like what would happen if we were in these situations or whatever. And it was so good. It was pretty good. We all liked it. We all ate it. So I'm like, wow, the closer you get to Yahuah, the better off you'll be. Get garbage bags. You get what I'm saying? You might need to use the bathroom. You might not know how to dig a hole in the ground and bury your feces, but anything is a start, y'all. And I'm going to end this video by saying, if y'all want me to do like what is this called? If y'all want me to do a video, like a series in increments, on maybe a dehydration video, or how to properly make a tincture video, or blood tonics, whatever, how to make an MRE, how to make your own hamburger helpers, or meals in jars, or meals in bags, what else? Camping videos. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to help my people. I love y'all. We are the true Hebrew Israelites. We are Yahuah's we're his jewels. We're his jewels. And we've just been stolen, beaten, battered, manipulated, abused, used, drained. But that is not an excuse anymore. It is not an excuse anymore. You have to pull yourself together. You have to get yourself together. Stop being so wasteful. And I'm speaking to myself as well, because we're all going to be held accountable for every single thing that we do. Every single thing that we think, every single thing that we have not done that Yahuah has told us to do. We got to get it together, y'all. So this was just coming to, just drop some jewels on y'all. I'll be back later to make another video. Just let me know what you all want to see, because I know sometimes we don't have people in our circle that we could do this with. And y'all are family. Y'all have officially become family, We're all on the same goal, going to the same destination. Yah willing, okay? And Shabbat Shalom. I didn't say that in the beginning, but I pray that y'all are worshiping him, praising him, being motivated, praising. But I love y'all. And I just want to say, let me know what y'all want to see, and I'll give it to y'all. All right, have a good one. Be blessed.